Hello, hello, hello. This is my way of saying welcome to the stream. I say hello 3 times every time I press that go live button. I've been doing this for about a couple years now where I say hello, 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 welcome to the stream. It's kind of what I do. It's kind of my thing now. But here I am. I'm just sitting in front of the camera and I don't have a script. I'm just talking as much as I please. I'm gonna be rambling. I actually meant to record this video about 2 months ago on my birthday. The original purpose was to kind of reflect on, me being 16 and, how, and everything that goes with it, and everything that I thought was awesome about being 16, everything that I thought that was meh, that sucked. Um, but I was lazy and I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I got lazy, so I just didn't record that video. But here I am today recording what I was supposed to record in October, but I'm recording it at December 30th, 31st, and in a few hours from now, it will be 12 in the morning, and it will be January 1st, it'll be 2024. This year, but instead of reflecting on, me being 16, because I have been 17 for a couple months now, I'm going to reflect on 2023 as a whole, what I thought was amazing. I'm going to talk about kind of like what happened in my personal life, what happened from, and also streaming, gaming, everything really that kind of impacted me from the start of 2023 to the end, which is now. And I'll talk about things that I've learned along the way, things that I have just, I don't know, that I feel like some other people could hear out there, just in case, Maybe this is going to be one of those videos I throw up on the internet and, like, no one watches it, but who cares? It's like, just kind of something, just trying out something new, right? And we're going to start off start from the beginning of 2023. So, 2023, we start off the year by launching fireworks. We do this every year, right? I remember, the first thing I remember about 2023, I remember this very clearly. I was like, oh shit, it's 12 a.m. now. Okay, let's let these fireworks. And I swear to God, every time I try and light fireworks, I swear to God, there's one that always hits me. Like, it doesn't, no, 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 no. Like, it almost hits me. Like, it's like, I don't know, like, maybe a foot away from me. It's, it's so funny. It's so stupid. I guarantee you, I will put like a comment on this video, and I will let you guys know if a firework is close to hitting me this time around, because I will be launching fireworks in like 4 hours from now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to see. January was, your typical, back to school month, get back into the swing of things. I also finished up my first semester of grade 10. Because where I am is January, well, it's the final month of that semester, but then you start the second semester in February. So it's a little different. I know a lot of people are coming back to school in the next upcoming days, and they will be starting their new set of classes second semester. I still have a whole month left, so it's just kind of, catch up, get all your stuff in, academic comeback time, everyone. And then, yeah. So January, February, March, April, I would say all those were pretty mediocre months. They were like kind of right in the middle, like medium. Like it wasn't too amazing, but it wasn't like bad either. And to me, that's good. Anything that's like, not crazy, nothing's gonna be crazy hard for me. Anything that's not gonna, like, bring me down, or that, to me, that's a good month. So, you know, those first 4 months of the year were pretty basic. Nothing too crazy happened. I met a lot of people online throughout those months. Um, some that I don't talk to anymore, some that are people that I consider family, and I will get into that later. I have to pause the video. In my personal opinion, May was one of the biggest months of this year for two reasons. Um, the first reason being that when my grandpa passed away last year, they a lot of my family was kind of getting ready to pack up the house that he lived in, and it was like a big thing, you know. The my my dad and my aunties, they grew up in this house. Um, it was like, and then obviously I, had a lot of memories of that house, and it was like a big thing, and we were finally putting it to rest and selling it, and yeah, I remember being in that house the last time, for the final time that month, and yeah, that was truly, like, it felt like the end of a chapter almost. That was really, really nice. Not nice, but like, I don't know, it was like, kind of just like an end, Like, the end of that chapter, kind of like the start of a new one, which was, it's nice when you think about it like that. And then, um, later that month, I did something that was truly extraordinary. Something that a lot of people, when they look back at me, they will probably even be very surprised that I was able to pull this off. And that's the fact that I was talking to someone. Uh, I, you know, I didn't approach her. She approached me, but we were talking, and we got to know each other. She started playing Fortnite with me, which is like my favorite game, obviously. I started playing some Minecraft with her, and once in a while, and obviously we hung out like after school a lot, fairly often, and by the end of June, it's not really the end of June, but like after school ended, we started dating, and we dated throughout the summer. May, June. So the end of May is when I started talking to her. June was a great month. July, August, all super super great months. Probably some of my favorite months. Probably my favorite months of the year. And a huge reason to that was because I got to have a girlfriend, which was something that I never really thought I'd ever be able to experience. And then September, and then also at the end of August, I got to visit my grandma, who moved out in June. That's one thing I forgot to mention. She moved out in June, to the other side of the country. I'm in Canada, so it's a big country. Obviously I gotta fly there to see her anyway. We It was a good time. Really, really enjoyed it. A lot of fond memories. And then September rolled around, and see, this is where things kind of got a little shaky. Probably my worst couple months of the year, September, October, a little rough, but we pulled through. School came up. That's the first thing that sucked. Uh, Actually, I need to go back. August was another huge month because I worked at a job. This job was Pizza Hut. I worked as a kitchen helper, and after 9 months of working there, I just got fed up. And as someone who doesn't really talk much, very quiet person, I decided to stand up for myself. I decided that I'm I'm not gonna wait any longer. This is not something that I want to do anymore. I'm gonna stand up for myself and quit working there. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm done. I'll put my 2 weeks in or whatever, and then yeah, that was something else. I say that because in September, this will be something that comes up later in September. September school started. This obviously, well, unfortunate. School is not something that I enjoy because one of the main reasons is because I truly just don't know what I want to do with my life. Um, I do, but I also don't. YouTube is the thing that I enjoy the most. I'll get into that later, but I don't really know what I want to do with my life outside of YouTube. You know, for a lot of people, YouTube isn't something that works for them. A lot of people, like, ever since I was 8 years old, and I know a lot of 8-year-old kids had the same exact dream as me, and it's to become a professional YouTuber, you know, have this big house, you know, have all your friends in like a little gaming house, and you know, you all play games, make videos, make vlogs. It would just be a great time. And to be honest, that is still my dream. I would, well, maybe the gaming house. I mean, maybe we'll see about that. But being a professional YouTuber and doing this YouTube thing full time is definitely my top dream, and I want to do this. I really do. But for a lot of people, it doesn't work, and I am aware of that, and that's why, you know, I know that I need a backup plan if something like YouTube doesn't work. And I don't know what that backup plan would be, per se. That's the part that scares me when I go to school. Sometimes, especially when I'm having a really hard assignment, it's really hard to stay motivated knowing that, like, I really don't know where this is gonna get me in life when I just don't know what my passion is besides YouTube, you know, like, I don't know what, if I, let's say I don't do this YouTube thing and I end up branching off somewhere else, like, I don't know what I would do. And that's, and then, see, I get the more and more demotivated with school I get, the more and more you focused on YouTube I become. So often there's like a big correlation, like, you'll usually see me drop in grades when I'm performing really well on YouTube, and I'm like, you know, dishing out the shorts, the really stupid shorts that I do. And then, you know, the streams, I've been doing tons of streams. This 2023 was the biggest year I had on YouTube. I hit 1,000 subs. I'm actually really close to 1.5k subs now. And this was probably the first year on YouTube where I didn't take any real breaks. If I took a break from streams, I was doing a bunch of shorts, and if I wasn't doing a bunch of shorts, I was doing a bunch of streams. And then, you know, I'd throw in the occasional long form video here and there. This was probably the most effort I've put into YouTube in a single year, and I'm really proud of that, I would say. But yeah, it was, you know, that's the thing that sucks about school when it kind of came back. Another thing that kind of happened when school came back is that my girlfriends started to get a little bit distant. I don't want to get into it. Basically, we ended up breaking up. At like right at the very end of September, which, yeah, that kind of fucked me up a little bit. And then obviously thinking about it throughout October sucked. And another thing that sucked about October that made it a pretty bad month is that in the end of September, I got a new job. This was a secondhand store. I was working there, you know, it was, in my opinion, way, way, way better than Pizza Hut. But there were things like their rules, what their expectations with hours, and I wanted to work around 15 hours so I can, you know, still focus on school, and, you know, I can still enjoy myself. And originally they agreed when they said I was hired, and that was amazing. But they lied. You know, I understand that probably it was some miscommunication upon their part. They didn't really know what the rules were, but they made me work over 20 hours a week. Like the 2 weeks I worked there, I know, kind of shitty. Because I really, really, really liked that job. I really did. It was, I understand it is what it is. But at the same time, like, I don't know, I expressed my concerns. They tried to, they said that they'd try and do whatever they could. They couldn't, so they had to get rid of me. But that was that was truly something that sucked. Like they got rid of me in October, which was not not very good, compared to, not compared, but when, everything else I'd been going through with, breakup. This was my first girlfriend. To be fair, knowing how I am, I'm like an antisocial kid. I'm always glued to my screen, playing my games. I I don't know if I'll be put in that situation ever, for a long time, but it still sucked. It was something that I'm over it now, but that plus, the job that I was given that was, I really, really enjoyed, and then it taken away from me. It made my birthday not feel, it felt kind of like an ordinary day, and that was probably the first ever birthday, in my opinion, that was just, like, it was cool. It was like like an above average day, but it wasn't like a 10 out of 10 day like my other birthdays had been in previous years. And that just made me realize that I'm getting older. I'm 17 years old now. This is my last year of being a kid. After this, I'm going to have more responsibilities. I'm going to be not a grown ass man. But I'm going to be an adult. Things are going to be different. My childhood will be over. And it'll begin a new chapter of my life. And I've known ever since I was a little kid, I don't exactly want to grow up. Which is kind of ironic because, as someone, from all the people that I've met online, right, they always say that, ever since I started talking to people online, I started getting more into, talking with people online and things like that, and meeting new people when I was like 15. And ever since then, people would be like, yo, Noob, because Noob is my online name. They know most people know my actual name, which is Alec. In case you didn't know that, there you go. Now you know. But yeah, um, that was they're always like, hey, Noob, you're so mature for your age, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like the difference between me being 15 and me being 17 is quite a huge difference. I feel like I've matured way, way more than, like, I feel like 15-year-old me and, like, I don't know, 13-year-old me isn't as much of a difference. But, I don't know, apparently I've always been a mature kid, which is, again, ironic to, me saying that I don't want to grow up. But I've never really, sometimes I'd question it, but it's really nice to have people out there that, kind of nice to have, like, a little group of people that I truly feel like I consider my family off of this game that I play called Fortnite. Um, you know, Fortnite's been a huge, huge game of my life, probably my favorite game ever, and I would say the main reason is the socializing aspect. I have autism, in case you guys didn't know. No one would know, because it's like kind of on the lower end it's on the very, very, probably lowest end of the spectrum. Um, the only real reason someone might think that I have autism is because of how I'm just rambling on. I don't know how long this fucking video is gonna be, but I'm rambling on. I'm just saying whatever I want, and I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna throw it into a video. We'll see how it goes. Um, and yeah, when I tell people I have autism, they really don't believe me. And I've said this before on stream. I don't really know exactly what my autism is. Autism is a huge spectrum. It changes. It's not gonna be the same for everyone. For me, it wasn't the same. When I was little, my autism was, I think, a bit more noticeable. I had sensory issues, audio and like loud noises and stuff kind of bugged me. I like, my dad had like these headphones, these like headphones that I think, um, yeah, they're like these blue headphones. I don't know what happened to them, but I used to wear them when there was like fireworks and not thunderstorms. I used to like thunderstorms, but fireworks and other loud things, and it helped. And then now, if I hear loud noises, I really don't care at all. I actually, if I had to guess what my autism is now, I would say it's the socializing aspect. And, but that could also be an excuse. Maybe it's just because I'm shy. In real life, I don't talk to people. It's just, I'm at school, I sit there, I do what I'm supposed to do, and then I get out. I really don't do anything. My ex girlfriend now, was the only friend I ever had in high school, and, well, now I'm kind of back to square one, and, um, days where I'm chilling and playing with my online friends, sometimes it feels like that's enough. I mean, like, maybe I don't really have to go out of my way to make friends. Like, I'm chilling how I am right now. I feel like these online friends I have are true family. However, by the way, shout out to you, Angel. You're like truly an older sister for me. I'm very grateful I met you this year, and same to Caleb. Like a little brother, um, a very cuckoo kid. Hope 2024 is amazing for the both of you. I really, really mean it. Um, but obviously, I know I probably should meet some people, right? But it's not something that I've really taken into as like a huge focus. I kind of just do my own thing. I kind of just it's never. It always sucks sometimes, but I've kind of developed the mindset that I don't know if it's super super good mindset, to be completely honest. But sure, I don't have friends, and no one really seems to acknowledge that I'm often in the room, but at least no one hates me, right? At least I don't get this hate. I don't get this like overwhelming. I don't get this bubble over my head um with people and negative opinions on me. I mean, maybe my ex-girlfriend hates me. I honestly don't know. We've blocked each other on everything, so we don't know what will happen with that. So I, but I'll I'll just keep going through my days. Pretend, not pretend, but assume that no one hates me, and I go home, turn on my PC, and I feel like I can truly express myself that way. Um, but yeah, and yeah, the gaming stuff, all of that really helped me through September and October. Truly, truly mean it a lot. Another thing I learned this year was that um, a lot of people have it worse. I don't suffer with mental health issues. I don't have depression. I don't think I have anxiety. I would say, I used to say that I had depression back in COVID because, well, 2020 was the worst year of my life. And same with 2021. That year was also horrible. And I hated those years. I felt so demotivated to do anything. I know depression can vary with a lot of different people, but I'm starting to question if I really even had depression in the first place because I talked to so many people, and I've also heard stories, and other people's stories of them with mental health issues, and it made me realize that what I experienced back in like 2020 was nothing compared to, like, even when during my worst times, it was nothing compared to what people would be experiencing now and back then. And I can definitely say that even though shit sucked in September and October, I definitely wasn't struggling with anything. Sure, I was feeling a little down, but I never felt that I was truly struggling in that way. And that's one thing I've always been grateful for, that I've been able. I always think about how much I'm in a better spot I might be than other people, and that's another reason why I try to spread positivity as much as I possibly can, even though I'm a douchebag sometimes, um, to others, because I think that we all fight our own battles in our own heads, and you might talk to someone and think that you know them, but there's a very good chance that there's a lot you don't know about them, a lot that they might be struggling with. You just never know, and sometimes the best thing you can do to someone is just occasionally just remind them that you care about them and that you will always be there for them. That's one huge lesson I learned this year. Just even my mom too. Like my mom gets on my nerves. I'm sure if you're a kid like me, I'm not gonna be a kid much longer. I have 10 months of being a kid, but I'm sure if you're a kid like me, even older, I'm sure your parents gonna get on your nerves, and it's gonna be something that truly they're nagging and stuff. It's gonna bring you down sometimes, and it's like at the end of the day, they only do it because they care about you, and you just gotta remind yourself that they care, and you gotta let them know that you care about them, because it's about maintaining the friendships and relationships that you have, and making sure that for me, I don't have many friends or even really family members that I talk to very much. I have maybe one in real life friend, maybe two, and then online I feel like I have a bit more, but still and then my family members, they're all kind of all over the place. My circle is pretty small, but I try to make sure that I've maintained. I want to try and make sure, especially in 2024 and the years coming up, that I want to make sure I maintain those relationships, those few people that I have in my life, and make sure that you know I'm always there, right? And I truly think you guys should do the same. But anyway, that's me rambling about September, October, November, December. These past 2 months have been really, really good. You know, OG Fortnite came back. That was so cool. So much fun reliving those memories of me being a carefree kid back in 2018, and then December, Fortnite released Chapter 5. Again, amazing so far. I'm having so much fun playing that game. I also recently, with this gaming PC, started playing Super Mario Galaxy again, which was my favorite game as a little kid. I've been playing it on stream a little bit here and there. Some other games as well here and there. And I love getting on and interacting with chat. And one other thing I feel like I forgot to say is that I haven't really mentioned too much about my subscribers and my fans and stuff. You guys truly also feel like family to me. I feel like a lot of you guys, like Alex, GJ, Jameson, you guys especially, you three for the most part, any all of you other guys, you Blueberry Muffin, like I feel like you guys have been around for quite some time, and I feel like you guys are truly my friends as well, and you guys are like kind of like a little family to me. You guys have been around for quite some time, and it's I when you guys show up in the stream, and and anyone else, if I forgot to mention your name, I'm sorry. I promise I'm gonna try and get better at that. I'm just, thinking off the top of my head, right? These are the names that are on the top of my head right now. Um, you guys are amazing during my lower points and during my amazing points. Like right now, you guys have been there through it all. The daily streams have really helped me out, and I feel like if I didn't have you guys, if I didn't have my mom, and my closest friends, if I didn't have you guys, yeah, maybe I would be suffering with something right now, and I'm not, and I truly feel like it's because of you guys. 2023, again, it had some downs, but it also had a lot of ups, and in my opinion, 2023 was overall a positive year. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. It was definitely a year. Um, but I'm gonna try and make this last 10 months of my childhood and 2024 truly amazing. I'm going to try and put as my all into YouTube, because I feel like that is my passion, but sometimes I don't feel proud that that's my passion. If I'm talking to people outside, they say, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" I just say, "I don't know." Because I don't know what else to tell them. Like, yeah, YouTube's one of those things where it's like, no one, I feel like a lot of people aren't going to believe you in the YouTube space until you've made it, until you can do the thing full time. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I might be, a little bit in the shadows. I might be down in the basement a lot. And I might be just chilling, doing my thing. But my goal is that eventually I can build myself up. I can build this community up enough to be able to do this thing full time. And then when I'm able to do that, I'll truly be able to show the world what I am capable of. And that is, in my opinion, my ultimate dream. And I hope you guys can be there with me throughout it all. You guys have been with me throughout so much so far, and I hope that that continues in the future. You guys are amazing. Everyone that I've met this year, everyone that I knew in previous years, you guys, again, are amazing. I really don't know what I'd do without you guys. And yeah, to the new year. I've had to take a few breaks from recording this video. It's now 9:11. In approximately 3 hours from now, I will be launching fireworks again, and hopefully, this time fireworks won't almost hit me. We'll no pun intended. We'll start in 2024 with a bang, and I'm gonna promise that this year I'm gonna make the most of this year, because after this upcoming year 2024, things are gonna change. I'm gonna be an adult. Things will be different. So I really, really want to make sure that I put a lot of effort into this upcoming year. And I hope you guys, again, I'm rambling. That's how I am. Might be an autistic trait of mine. I honestly don't know. But or maybe I'm just using it as an excuse and that's just who I am. I honestly, whatever. I'm going to make sure I put my heart into 2024. It's going to be amazing. And I hope you guys have amazing 2024 too. And if you didn't have an amazing 2023 and, you're not in the best spot right now, just know that I care about you. I know you have people around you that care about you, even if you might not admit it. And keep your head up, keep pushing forward, keep being you, keep cooking, and yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you guys so much. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.